Hello guys, today we learn how to bind drop-down list using Entity Framework in ASP.NET Core Razor Pages using Visual Studio 2022. To implement this, we have required SQL Server 2012 and Visual Studio 2022. Now let us see a design how it will look like and need to implement that. So we have a Razor page and there is a label select a department. This is drop down. In drop down there are multiple records like you can see human resource, information technology and marketing, and they have different department ID. Also I have locations. So when you select from these um, three departments one, then you, and after that you will click on submit button, then you will get the department ID and department name. So here we are using a master table like you can see here, department table, in which department ID, department name, department location and display order you can set it. So when I have run the query, we will get the following records. Like in master tables we have 3 records. Now after that we need to implement this. So for implementing we need to follow some steps, so that is better understandings. First step is installation of Nuget packages in your project. So let us start with a real project, like open Visual Studio 2022 and create new project. Then after that you need to select ASP.NET Core Web App Razor Pages, then click next. Then here you can give the application name, your project name here, like imply project name you can see, and now after that you need to click on next buttons. So here you are using framework.NET 8.0 long-term support. You can see another option, you can left it and now click on create. So here you can see your project employee underscore departments will be created, and we will get different folders like property, dependency, pages and program.cs. In ASP.NET Core Razor Pages, like when you use 2022, there is only one program.cs file. Whenever you create any additional services, then you need to include it. Now first step is our create to add a Nuget packages. So go to right click and go to Nuget packages, and you must have a internet connection for first times to installing this package. So first you will take Microsoft.EntityFrameworkCore.SqlServer. Click this, install, apply, accept. Then second Nuget package is Microsoft.entityframeworkcore.tools. Select this one, install and apply, accept. Then third Nuget package is Microsoft.Extensions.Configuration. 3 packages you can see here. In go to dependencies, then you get the package folders packages, then you will see like 3 Nuget packages install, SQL Server, tools and configuration. All 3 have the same version. You must, after that we need to create one folder, model folder. Second step is creating a models. Then you have applied second steps models, and then you need to create a SampleDbContext through the Nuget package console. So copy this one. Like in this one you can see Scaffold-DbContext server name. Here it is your server name and database name. Also you can put here user ID, password, and after that trusted connection true, trusted certificate true, Microsoft.EntityFrameworkCore.SqlServer minus output directory model. So applying this way you will get the created SampleDbContext class in which you have a connection string, and this class will be created in the folder models. Now let us apply. Copy this, go to your project and then go to tools. In tools you have Nuget Package Manager, then Package Manager console, click on it, and after that you paste this and then enter. So build started and build succeeded, and after that you will see here your SampleDbContext page class will be created, and it had the DbContext class, that is a constructor and parameterized constructor. Here whatever you have a table in database, all will be here like virtuals of getter setter, like departments and employee details, and after that here is a connection string, it will connect to database through this. Also you get like potential sensitive information in your connection string. This connection string you can shift to another place, we will explain in later video. And here on model creating, that is the definitions for departments and definition for employee details. Here you will get like column name and maximum length and name of the columns. Now you have created the SampleDbContext.cs, then you need to add this service in the program.cs file. So third step is add DB-context to the containers. This is your sample DB-context. DB-context, whatever you have provided name, you can put here. Here is a sample DB-context. You can see that. Your third step is completed, and now created to need to add the razor pages. So for razor pages, you will go the folder pages. In pages you can see layout. It is just like a master's page. Validation script, in validation script you can see like mini.js and validate untrusted mini.js. Now add a page, right click, razor pages, and take a razor page empty and click on add buttons. Now you can put the name of the page. Now click on the add button. So when you click add a razor pages, so there is two pages will be created. Here you can see one is .chtml and other is .cs.html.cs, means code behind page. In code behind pages, like sv.and MVC, well, it have no controllers. It have a only handler methods on get on post methods. So it will take the response from HTTPs. Like share layouts HTML, and here you can also make a link for that. So go to here, copy this one, and here SV pages for navigation. So only you need to put like page name, like this one. You have to not include the .html, it will handle itself, and here you can put name itself like by imply. Now run this one. So it is your home page. You can see welcome. Now when we click on by imply details, there is nothing on the body page, only that is a header and that is a footer. Now I have to implement the drop down list, which can be bind from the database through the entity framework. Now let us see. First we write here, call the DbContext. So you can write like private read only SampleDbContext and then context. Then after that you need to create constructor of it, a constructor for this one. So constructor will be created. Then after that, property to hold department model, you write here bind property. Then after that we write a getter setter for that. Now we need to create a view model so that one is. So after that we need to create a view model class. So what will in view model? Property to hold to selected department ID, that is public integer selected department ID, getter setter for that, and for binding the like value and text in the drop down. So here we write here selected list item. So we write like public list selected list item, that is collection, then question mark, then make object of this selected list item department, then put a getter setter. For this let us go to models and create a class like this one. Here you can put department view model and click on add. So it will be created a class. Then according to this, when we enter, like you can see public integer ID gets set. So you can define accordingly your requirement. So already you have created, so take the like selected department, like public integer selected department ID getter setter, property to hold the selected department ID, and here you can see public list selected list item, question marks department getter setter, list of department to populate in the drop down. Basically we will make a list. In the list it can be generate the option, text and value. Okay, so here you will create a view model and we need to define in virtuals for this page. So that page, that virtual will be available in the CHTML, so you can write the code here to display. So first I write a code here, then we put here like bind property, then department view models, then press tab, then you can see public virtual department view model, that is object, and this is getter setters. Then here we write a code to bind a list. So then you define a where depart equal to get department. Get department in the functions which can be binding through the list. So here you can define functions get departments. Here you can see get department method to get department as a selected list. Here you can see a method which I have make as a select list item. So you define list, then selected list item and get departments. What is selected list item? Let us understand it. Selected list items represents an item in a selected list or multi-select list. This class is typically rendered as a HTML options element with the specified attribute values. Means it have a text and a value like this one. You can see value property and text property, then option will be closed. So it will handle the rendering of option. And the select list item used to represent an item in drop down list. Select element or list option for user to choose from them. So here after that you define where department underscore context the departments, that is the tables, and after that you have write that like dot select c equal greater new equal to new select list item, that is lambda expression. In select list item you need to bind one value and their tags. So value equal to c dot department id. You can see here when you like c dot, it will ask for department id, then you need to convert as a strings. Same way also you will get like c dot department name, and then after converting each as a dot to list. So it will uh, it will get the where department as a list, and after that you return a department as a list. So here where department equal to get department means what value you get in this method as a selected list items, then this value you will assign in the model view models. So let us see. Here we write like department view models equal to new department view model equal to new department view model, then put curly braces. Then here you can see this is the collections departments equal to depart, where we will get the list. So this will bind the drop down list. Then after writing this query, you will go in this page bind implied department.html in design page. In design page, here I write like form method equal to post div taking one div. In div you can see label for department id, select a department, label will be close, and here I am making a drop down list. So here write select put, I am putting department id, you can put any name whatever you required. Then svfor, in svfor we need to bind a department id for selection. So here we first put like virtual model like department view models, then dot selected department. No, first also need to understand what is svfor. Let us see. svfor is a tag helper used in Razor syntax to bind HTML element to model property, ensuring that form data is properly passed to the server side. The SP tag helper helps ensure the HTML elements are linked correctly to the model property. Also provide built-in features such as automatic validation and formatting. Basically, SV4 helper tag is used to bind the HTML element to model property. Bind HTML element to model property. Then after that there is a one tag like SP items. Let us see. SP item is another tag helper used in ASP.NET Core with Razor views, especially for binding a collection of items to select drop-down as a select element. It dynamically generates the option element for drop-down based on list of items, typically from a model or controller. So SV item is a Razor tags which bind as a collections. So you can bind it like models, then after that we put department view models, and then what is the collection you can see when you will go like view model class here, that is the selected list item, that is collection and object of department. So you can bind here like department. Here you can see option value equal to this select department option, that is option. Now run this. I have linked our page to this menu option, so click on this. When you click on this you will see like select a department and select a, that is label, and here you can see options. When you right click this one, inspect elements, and select this one, so you will see here SV items. an SV file. In SV items, here it will generate like option value 101, that is text, and option value 102 information technology, option value 103 marketing. So it will automatically generate the option value selection of collection of list. And here you can see select ID department, class data value true, data value required, and name. Here you can see department view model dot selected department ID. So whenever whatever you will select, you will get the data. So here your drop down list will be bind from the database. After that we have a submit button. So also need to write a code on this, on submit button. So for submit button you will go .cs file. Here you will get on get method, then you also need to write a unpost. So here I write like public void unpost, get the selected category ID, will define a variable department ID, then we write here department view models, then after that selected department ID. From this you will get the department ID whatever you selected. After that you can use the selected category ID in here, fetch more database on it. So I have console.write line selected department ID. It will display in the log files. And also we need to name. So for name we need to get the data from the database through the filter IT and get the name. So I have write here where selected department equal to underscore context dot department, then use like lambda selection dot first default d equal to greater than d dot department ID equal to department ID, which will passing from here. So accordingly you get the department name, and I have putting like selected department name equal to blank. You can put on top here. Then if selected department ID not equal to null, then I have a variable you define here selected department name equal to selected department dot department name. So it will get the department name whatever you selected, and after that you define a temp data message equal to selected department ID dot department ID, which you will get from here, and department name if you will get from the here. And so when you will click on the submit button, so your drop down list will be empty. Again for binding them, so again whatever you function define on get method, we write here where depart equal to get department already have you defined here, then binding this department to collection objects. So simply I write like so, copy from here, so it will be some case sensitive issue. So I have write here department view model equal to new department model and departments equal to department, that will get the selection list. So again after getting the value, it will bind the data in drop down list. Now run this application. So click on bind implied details. Now select like information technology and click on submit button. So here you will get selected department 102 and department name in information technology. Same way when you click on marketing and click on submit button, so here you will get like department ID is 103 and department name is marketing. And when you like select department, so here you get department ID is 0 and department name is blank. When you click on human resource, you will get the department ID is 101 and department name is human resource. So that's how you can bind the drop down list in ASP.NET Package using the Visual Studio 2022. Now let us take some overview. First you have created a Visual Studio projects Then after that we have added 3 new get packages. Then we create a model. After creating models, we create we create a SampleDB context. Then sample after creating SampleDB context, you have created a view model class. SampleDB context after creating, we have created department view models. In department view models, you have taken two things. One is for selected whatever you have select the item from the list will get the selected ID, and for binding the drop down list we need a list item. So here you use selected list item, you generate the option like text and value for that, and making object for departments. And you know, when you will create a function to binding the drop down, we define a method get department to binding a select list item. So we need two things. One is value and other is text. And then we generate two lists, and after two lists we have this value bind on view models, department view models. You know that I have created virtually and new department models and make assigning this value to departments which are the collection, and after running the project you will get the final results. Thanks for watching my YouTube videos. If you want to more videos, please subscribe my YouTube channel.